Welcome back to Audiobooks English. Today, we are exploring a subject that is both profound and deeply powerful. The idea that God has a specific plan for your life. Have you ever felt like life is moving around you, and yet you're standing still? Like every step forward is met with resistance. Every dream feels just out of reach, and every door you knock on stays stubbornly closed? You're not alone. Somewhere in the quiet spaces of your life, a plan is unfolding. A plan so much bigger than what you can see, bigger than what you can imagine. And even when the world seems to be holding you back, even when the storms crash and the nights feel endless, there is a reason, purpose, a path that only time and faith can reveal. Today, we'll journey together through 7 life-changing lessons that will help you trust, even when it hurts, believe even when it's hard, and see that God's plan is quietly, perfectly at work in your life. Lesson 1. Embrace the invisible path. Life doesn't come with a map, and the roads we travel are rarely straight. One moment, everything seems clear, and the next, you're facing sharp turns, uphill struggles, or moments that feel like freefall. But here's the truth. Even when life feels messy, confusing, or painful, it's still part of a bigger plan. Imagine for a moment that you are a seed buried deep in the soil. Darkness surrounds you. You cannot see the sun, you cannot see the rain, yet beneath the surface transformation is happening. The soil presses down, the world above seems far away, and you might feel broken, unseen, or forgotten. But inside, growth is stirring. Every crack, every struggle, every moment of waiting is shaping you. Think about your own life. Maybe you've been working tirelessly toward a dream, only to feel ignored or misunderstood. Doors close when you least expect it. Friends drift away, you feel weary, and the path forward you feel alone. Uncertain. And yet, this is not punishment. This is preparation. Every struggle, every delay, every closed door is not a sign of failure. It is a part of shaping you into someone stronger, wiser, and ready for the life meant for you. Picture the gardener tending to a tiny seed. He does not rush it. He does not panic when growth is slow. He waters it, nourishes it, and protects it, knowing that one day it will break through the soil and stretch toward the sky. You are that seed. Right now, you may be in the dark, uncertain where your next step should lead. But growth is happening. Transformation is underway. Pain is not pointless. It is the quiet force preparing you for your own breakthrough. One day, you will look back at these moments of struggle and realize they were part of a perfectly designed journey. The process may feel harsh, but it is filled with unseen purpose. Every challenge is a teacher. Every setback is a guide. Every disappointment is a step towards something greater. God's plan is always moving, even when you cannot see it. Like the sunrise that begins quietly, invisible beneath the horizon, your future is rising. Every hardship, every tear, every struggle is a brushstroke on the canvas of your life. Trust the process even when it hurts. Lesson 2. Patience shapes power. Sometimes waiting feels endless. You pray, you hope, you work, and yet the results don't appear. Doors remain closed, opportunities seem distant, and doubts creep in like shadows. Has God forgotten me? You might ask. Does he even care? But here's the truth. Delays are not denials. They are quiet seasons of preparation. Imagine a child asking for a knife. The child sees only the shiny blade, unaware of the danger it could bring. The parent says, "Not yet," not because they don't care, but because timing matters. In the same way, the things you are waiting for, the blessings, the opportunities, the breakthroughs will arrive. Precise and intentional. Success without strength can shatter you. Love without self-worth can destroy you. A blessing given too early may become a burden. That waiting period, that delay you are experiencing, is a gift disguised in patience. It's a season to grow, to learn, to become wiser, stronger, and more resilient. While you wait, the unseen work of shaping your character, strengthening your spirit, and sharpening your mind is already in motion. Think about baking a cake. You cannot rush it by peeking inside the oven every minute. You must allow it the time it needs to rise. Life works in the same way. Your growth, your breakthrough, your answered prayers, they are all rising beneath the surface. Though you cannot see the change, it is happening. And while the world seems fast, your journey is being written with precision, perfect timing, and divine care. So when it feels like nothing is happening, remember, God is orchestrating every detail, every moment, every setback, and every delay. Every storm you face, every closed door, every period of silence is a preparation for what is coming. You are not forgotten. You are being readied for something far greater than you can imagine. Hold on to faith. Hold on to patience. Because the waiting is not wasted. It is the quiet, invisible work of becoming who you were meant to be. Lesson 3. Closed doors lead to greater horizons. Closed doors are not always signs of rejection. They are often hidden protections. Think about the moments in your life when something you wanted deeply slipped through your fingers. Maybe it was a job you thought would define your future, a relationship you believed was the one, or a risk you took for your dreams. First, it hurt. You felt lost, rejected, maybe even broken. But what if that closed door was actually a shield? What if it protected you from something you couldn't yet understand? Unaware of a hidden pit ahead. You can't see the danger, but someone above watches over you, and just in time, blocks your way. At first, you are frustrated, angry even. You want the door open. You want the path you chose to work. Yet, what you cannot see is the protection that door has provided. God sees the full picture, the people, the places, and the paths you cannot fully understand. He sees what might hurt you, what might derail your purpose, and gently guides you toward the better road. Many of us have looked back on lost opportunities and realized, eventually, that we were saved from pain we could not have avoided. A relationship that ended, a career that slipped away, or a project that failed. All these were steps toward something better. Closed doors are redirections, not dead ends. They are God's way of saying, I have something greater for you. So, when you encounter a door that won't open, don't stand there crying or blaming yourself. Step back, take a deep breath, trust the process. The door meant for you will open at the perfect moment. It will not break, it will not falter. Your path is being carved with care, and every closed door is part of the masterpiece. Patience and trust are your allies. Every ending, every rejection, every moment of loss is not a failure. It's a redirection toward your true destiny. Closed doors teach a quiet, powerful lesson. What is meant for you will never pass you by. It might not come today or even tomorrow, but when it does, it will be exactly what you need, exactly when you need it. And in that moment, you will see how every previous closed door was leading you to the one that will never close. Lesson 4. Storms are silent teachers. Storms come to everyone. No one is exempt from pain, confusion, failure, or heartbreak. But storms are not sent to break you. They are sent to shape you. Think back to the hardest moments in your life. Perhaps a failure taught you the value of self-love. Perhaps a closed door nudged you toward a better path you could never have imagined. In the moment, the storm feels unbearable. We cry, we question, we ask, why me? Yet behind the scenes, every challenge is working to strengthen you, to grow your patience, and to refine your heart. Picture a tree facing a powerful wind. Its branches bend and sway, but its roots dig deeper into the earth. Without the wind, the tree would topple at the slightest pressure. Your life works the same way. Every problem, every trial, every difficulty is strengthening your roots, your faith, your courage, and your wisdom. You are being prepared for bigger things than you realize. God doesn't create warriors from comfort. He builds them through struggle. Leaders emerge through pressure. Healers are shaped through pain. Even when the storm is raging, even when the waves feel too high, remember, God is still in control of the wind. He knows when to calm the sea. He knows when to lift you above it. He knows exactly what lessons you need to learn before you rise higher. So don't just survive the storm, grow through it. Transform through it. Learn from it. Ask yourself, what is this storm trying to teach me? How can I become stronger, wiser, and better through this?
No storm lasts forever.
The rain will stop. The clouds will pass. The sun will rise again. And when it does, you will emerge changed, stronger, wiser, more grateful, more compassionate. The storm was not punishment. It was preparation. Every tear, every struggle, every sleepless night was a step closer to the person you were meant to become. Hold fast, because your breakthrough is quietly forming, even now, beneath the weight of the storm. Lesson 5. Transform pain into purpose. Pain is a universal teacher. Everyone experiences it. Heartbreak, disappointment, your pain failure, is never meaningless. Loneliness. Just as a seed must be buried in the dark soil to grow, your struggles are preparing you to rise stronger than before. In the soil, the seed cannot see the sunlight, yet beneath the surface, transformation is happening. Similarly, in your difficult moments, though you may feel buried or forgotten, God is planting strength, faith, patience, and purpose deep within you. Perhaps life broke your heart. Perhaps people walked away. Perhaps circumstances didn't turn out as planned. And yet, each moment of struggle is shaping a part of you that comfort could never touch. Pain moves us. Pain teaches us. It forces us to look inward, to grow, and to discover what truly matters. Through hardship, we learn empathy. Through heartbreak, we learn self-love. Through loss, we learn resilience. Many who lift others with their words, who inspire and support those around them, have done so because their own broken pieces were transformed into wisdom and compassion. Your story is not over. Even if today feels dark, confusing, or lonely, God is working behind the scenes. Every tear, every sleepless night, every moment of doubt is shaping the narrative of your life. One day, you will look back and see that every painful moment was necessary. That heartache was a teacher. That struggle was a stepping stone. You are being molded into the person you were meant to become, and your pain is part of that masterpiece. So hold on. Keep going. Even when it feels like nothing is happening, your growth is invisible, but it is real. Believe that your struggles are forming the foundation for the life you are meant to live. Your patience, your strength, your faith, and your resilience are rising quietly, preparing you for the next chapter. Trust that every step, every hardship, every challenge is part of a divine process that is bringing your story into alignment with the purpose God has designed beyond understanding. Timing is everything, yet it is one of the hardest lessons to trust. We live in a world of speed, fast food, instant messages, social media highlights, instant successes. It's easy to believe that if results don't come quickly, something is wrong with us. We compare ourselves to others. She already has a thriving business. He already bought a car. They are married, and I'm still waiting. But life does not follow our clock. It follows a bigger, divine rhythm. God's timing is perfect, even when it feels slow, invisible, or uncertain. Think of a seed planted beneath the soil. You water it daily, but for a long time, it seems as if nothing is happening. You grow impatient, anxious, and frustrated. Yet under the surface, unseen roots are growing. strength, resilience, wisdom, patience. They are all developing quietly, preparing the seed to rise strong and tall. This is how your life works. What feels like stagnation is not wasted time. It is preparation. Growth is happening beneath the surface, building the foundation for the person you are becoming. The wait is not a punishment. It is protection, preparation, and guidance. Sometimes delays shield us from dangers we cannot see. Sometimes delays give us the opportunity to grow emotionally and spiritually, so we are ready when the blessing arrives. God's plan is not just about where you are going, it's about who you are becoming along the way. While you wait for the right opportunity, the right relationship, or the breakthrough you long for, focus on growth. Strengthen your skills, deepen your faith, and cultivate patience. Small steps of perseverance, kindness, and hope accumulate into life-changing progress. Do not compare your journey to others. Everyone's path is unique, shaped by unseen lessons and quiet preparation. Keep moving forward on your own journey. Trust that your time will come, and when it does, at the right moment, not a minute early or late, so too will your blessings appear. Stay faithful, keep growing, and remember that waiting is not wasted. It is the quiet, sacred work of becoming who you were meant to be. Lesson 7. Faith beyond understanding. Sometimes life feels unfair. We see good people facing hardship, heartbreak, and setbacks, and we wonder, why me? Why now? It's a question that echoes in the hearts of many. But here's the truth. God's plan is not always visible, but it is always at work. Life may feel like a puzzle with missing pieces, and that moment of pain, that lost opportunity, that failed dream may seem meaningless. Yet in the grand design, every piece has a purpose, and what feels like an ending is often just a step toward a greater journey. Think of gold. Before it shines, it must endure fire. That fire removes impurities and strengthens its essence. Your struggles are the fire that shapes you into someone stronger, wiser, and braver. You grow not when life is easy, but when it is challenging, and yet you keep moving forward anyway. Obstacles are not walls. They are bridges. That closed door wasn't rejection. It was a redirection. That failure wasn't the end. It was preparation. What feels like a barrier may actually be a path to your purpose, quietly guiding you toward the life you are meant to live. Transformation often happens in silence. A caterpillar spins its cocoon away from prying eyes. Inside that dark, quiet space, it changes completely, emerging as a butterfly no one could have anticipated. Your transformation works the same way. You may feel lost, tired, or confused in the dark, but God is working within you. Your growth may be invisible to others, yet it is real. One day, the wings you've been building in silence will emerge, and the world will witness the strength and beauty that have been developing even when you cannot see the outcome. It's easy to believe when life goes smoothly, but true faith is saying, I don't understand this now, but I still believe something good is coming. Even when progress seems slow, even when results are unseen, keep walking. Every step, no matter how small, matters. Small acts of hope, kindness, and perseverance accumulate into the life you are meant to live. Trust the journey, even in the dark, because God's plan is unfolding, and every moment, every struggle, every delay is shaping you for the destiny you were created to fulfill. Lesson 8. Small steps build giants. So, what do you do while the journey unfolds and the answers remain hidden? First, surrender the need to know everything. You don't have to understand every twist, every setback, or every closed door. Let go of the pressure to have all the answers. Instead, focus on moving forward, step by step, trusting that the path you are on is guided and protected. Even when the road is foggy, Even when you feel uncertain or alone, you are not without guidance. Second, be faithful in the small things. Greatness is rarely built in a single leap. It is the result of consistent, small, deliberate steps. Waking up and trying again. Forgiving yourself when you falter. Being kind when it is difficult. Choosing hope over fear. These are not minor acts. In God's eyes, they are monumental. Each one strengthens your character, nurtures your spirit, and lays the foundation for your future blessings. Third, trust that your story isn't over. If it doesn't make sense now, that doesn't mean it won't. Life is a collection of chapters, each filled with lessons, growth, and preparation for what comes next. The challenges, the pain, the waiting, all of it is part of a larger narrative designed just for you. Every moment, even the seemingly insignificant ones, is shaping the person you are becoming, and the life you are faith is a journey, not a destination. Trusting the process doesn't mean ignoring the struggles. It means embracing them, learning from them, and believing that something good is forming even when you cannot see it. Obstacles are not punishments. They are opportunities. Closed doors are not rejections. They are gentle redirections. Your pain, your delays, and your challenges are all tools shaping you into someone stronger, wiser, and more resilient. Walk with patience. Grow in the unseen moments. Keep your heart open, your spirit faithful, and your mind focused on the promise that God's timing is perfect. The light will come. The doors will open. Your story will unfold exactly as it should. And when it does, you will look back and see that every step, every hardship, and every quiet moment of growth was essential. Your journey is sacred, your growth intentional, and your destiny assured. Lesson 9. Waiting is a season of growth. Let's reflect on the power of trust. Trust is not passive. It is an active choice, a deliberate surrender to the unseen forces guiding your life. It means walking forward when the path is unclear, believing in the process even when it is painful, and holding on to hope when every sign seems to point to doubt. Trust transforms struggle into growth, delays into preparation, and closed doors into redirection. It is the invisible thread connecting your past hardships with your future triumphs. Imagine your life as a river carving its way through mountains. You may feel stuck behind rocks and obstacles, currents slowing your progress, turbulence shaking your resolve. Yet the river does not stop. It flows. It adapts. It finds its way to the ocean. Your journey works the same way. Challenges may slow you down, but they do not stop the movement of your life. Every twist, every turn, every setback is shaping your character, carving your resilience, and preparing you to reach the destiny that has been waiting beyond the immediate. When a seed struggles beneath the soil, it cannot yet see the sunlight. When you endure trials, you may not see the outcome, but your growth is happening quietly, steadily, powerfully. Every tear strengthens you, every challenge teaches you, and every moment of patience shapes you into a stronger, wiser version of yourself. Trust is the courage to keep going, even when the world seems still and your dreams seem distant. Remember, your journey is uniquely yours. Comparison steals joy and erodes trust. No one else is walking your path, and no one else has been through exactly what you have. While others appear to succeed, you may not see the hidden lessons and preparation happening in their lives. Stay on your course, walk your path, and trust the timing of your own story. The doors will open, the light will shine, the transformation will be visible. And when it does, you will see that every moment, every struggle, and every delay was an essential part of becoming exactly who you were meant to be. Lesson 10. Obstacles are bridges in disguise. Think of life as a series of lessons, each one building on the last. Some lessons are easy, almost unnoticed, while others arrive like storms. Loud, challenging, and unavoidable. But every lesson is purposeful. Every challenge is a teacher. The storms, the setbacks, the moments of doubt, they are all sculpting your soul, strengthening your spirit, and expanding your capacity to receive what is coming. Nothing is wasted, and nothing is random. Your hardships are shaping your character. Every closed door is guiding you to the right path. Every delay is cultivating patience and resilience. Every disappointment is teaching discernment. Life may feel confusing, unfair, or even cruel at times, but in every moment, God is quietly weaving a larger story. A story in which you are becoming exactly who you were created to be. The uncertainty. They are the invisible architects of your future triumphs. Imagine standing on a mountain, looking at the valley below. You see only part of the landscape. Clouds obscure some paths, rocks hide others, rivers block what seems like open ground. Yet from above, the full view is revealed. That is how God sees your journey. What seems like obstacles, delays, and hardships now are merely parts of a greater design. They are not punishments, they are protection, guidance, and preparation. Your perspective is limited, but the view from above sees the masterpiece being formed in real time. So, as you move through life, remember this. Every struggle is an opportunity. Every hardship is a teacher. Every delay is intentional. Even when you cannot see the reason, even when the road seems uncertain, trust that each moment is purposeful. Step forward with courage, patience, and hope. Keep walking your path, even when it is shrouded in fog. Keep believing that the right doors will open at the right time. Keep trusting that your growth is happening, even in silence. Because one day all the pieces will align, the path will clear, and you will stand in the fullness of what you were meant to become. Lesson 11. Your struggle holds hidden strength. Let's explore the beauty of patience. Patience is not just waiting. It is how you behave while you wait. It is the calm in the storm, the quiet strength in uncertainty, the faith that keeps moving forward even when progress is invisible. Patience allows the soul to grow, the mind to learn, and the heart to deepen. Teaches endurance, shapes character, and builds resilience that no instant success can ever provide. Consider the process of growing a tree. A gardener plants a tiny seed, waters it, protects it from harsh winds, and waits. The seed does not sprout overnight. Beneath the soil, it struggles, develops roots, and slowly pushes into months, yet growth continues unseen. One day, the tiny seed becomes a strong tree, tall and unwavering, bearing fruit for generations. Your life works in much the same way. The patience you cultivate now is the foundation for the strength, wisdom, and joy that will emerge later. Comparison is a trap that robs us of peace. It is easy to look at others and feel behind, inadequate, or overlooked. But every person's journey is unique. You cannot see the battles others are facing, the preparation they have undergone, or the timing of their blessings. Focus on your path, nurture your growth, and trust your timing. God's plan unfolds perfectly, even if it is invisible to your eyes. Every delay, every closed door, every setback is part of the design of your life. Faith and patience work hand in hand. They allow you to embrace uncertainty with hope rather than fear. They teach you to walk steadily through the fog, to trust that every step is meaningful, and to understand that life's timing is more than perfect. It is purposeful. Keep moving, keep believing, and keep trusting. Your story is still being written, and each quiet, patient step brings you closer to the chapter you were meant to reach. In time, all the struggles, delays, and challenges will reveal their purpose. You will see the pattern, the plan, and the growth, and you will know that every moment was necessary for the person you are becoming. Lesson 12. The darkness prepares the light. Now let's bring everything together. Life is not meant to be fully understood in the moment. It is meant to be experienced, trusted, and embraced. Every storm, every delay, every closed door, and every moment of pain is shaping you into a stronger, wiser, and more resilient person. God's plan is never random, never cruel, and never too late. Even when you cannot see the path, even when the light seems far away, it is guiding you quietly, steadily in the dark soil. Cannot see the sun, it cannot feel the growth, but it is transforming from within. You are that seed. You are growing even when it feels invisible. You are learning even when lessons seem hidden. You are being prepared for a life that is bigger, brighter, and more beautiful than you could imagine. Trust the process. Trust the timing. Trust that every step, no matter how small or silent, is moving you closer to the destiny meant only for you. Surrender the need to understand everything. Keep moving forward, even in uncertainty. Be faithful in the small things. Acts of courage, kindness, hope, and patience, because these are the building blocks of greatness. Let go of comparison and focus on your journey, knowing that every delay, every setback, and every moment of waiting is intentional. God is shaping your character, protecting your heart, and preparing your soul for the blessings that lie ahead. Even when life feels heavy, confusing, or painful, remember this. Your story is far from over. Your struggles are not wasted. Your pain has a purpose. Your waiting is not in vain. You are being transformed, quietly, powerfully, and beautifully. And one day you will look back and realize that every hardship, every storm, and every closed door led you exactly where you were meant to be. That moment, that breakthrough, that clarity, it will arrive, and it will be perfect. So stand strong. Keep walking. Keep believing. Keep trusting. Because God has a bigger plan for you than you can see now. Every step matters. Every struggle has a purpose. And the journey, with all its twists, turns, and trials, is creating something extraordinary. Part of the journey with us. If this story offered you a moment of peace, we would be so grateful for a like. And if someone you know is feeling lost in their own storm, perhaps this message is the light they need. Please share it. To continue this path, subscribe to Audiobooks English. Here, we believe that great stories can transform our minds while we master a new language. We'll be back tomorrow with a new chapter. Until then, keep walking, keep believing, and keep growing.